Songs about me. Almost all the songs are about me, just because, actually I was talking to Andrew's friend, he said he was trying to write lyrics. You said that, right? And yeah, I find that the best place to look is sort of right under your nose. But other times, good places to look can be in a classic novel. That sounds pretentious, but it's true, because those stories don't go away. And this next song was written, I was working a full-time job and also trying to be a songwriter, and I had to get up at 5 a.m. I lived in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is near Boston, and I had to walk to my job, and I had to put on the ovens for a pizza place. I had to take the dough out, let the dough rise, so I had to put the ovens on. That's what 5 o'clock was about. Because it was like ridiculous, like 5 a.m. really? But I was walking in the snow. I remember this so vividly. And I used to count my steps to see, because I was bored out of my mind, clearly. So I would count my steps to see how many steps it took to get to work, for whatever reason, to put it on my tombstone or something like that. But, and I was doing that, and then I kind of kicked a box of books, and that was covered in snow, and I didn't see it. That's why. It was like, you know, I looked at, no, there's all these romance novels, and it's still snowing. It's 5 a.m., so it's dark. And there was Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. And I was kind of scared of the Russians because they're so, you know, the existentialists, like going very deep into Russian existentialism just seemed like, I didn't go to college, so it just seemed super smarty pants, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to put it in my jacket, and I'm going to get around here, I'm going to read this thing. Just to spite my job, I'm going to read this thing at work. So I did. I read Crime and Punishment, like between pizzas and stuff like that, and wrote this next song based on reading that novel. In the novel, interestingly enough, or weirdly enough, there's a whole thing where he counts his footsteps. Because when he's going to kill this person, he's counting his footsteps. I'm like, oh, that's just weird. Anyway,
who does that?
Yeah, exactly. Just opened by itself. Yeah, by itself. A song about ghosts. Wow. Count your footsteps. 5, right? Bye. It's crazy to think that like that song, like someone thought that was a really good song and gave me a record deal. I just think it's a funny little oldies tune to me, because I listen to a lot of oldies radio, which now I guess oldies is the 90s, but it's so weird. It's so weird. But at work at that pizza place, I used to listen to, like Band of Gold and all the old stuff, like all the old Atlantic Records stuff.